Hello everybody, guess what? It's Turkey Day here on Pro-Am Outdoors, and I got a special recipe you're gonna like. Now, the most important thing you can do to any meat that you cook is the prep. So let me show you how we're gonna prep this turkey today. So what we're looking at doing right now, we're going to go ahead and take the turkey. I already got it out of the bag. Let's go ahead and take everything out. And now we're going to go ahead and get all the giblets and everything out of the turkey completely. Let's get everything completely out. All right. You know, I'm gonna use a thermometer, so I'm gonna get rid of this. This I don't even want in there. Okay, is the prep on the turkey, like I said. And what we're gonna do is we got a lot of skin here. We're gonna flap this over and we're gonna sew it up so no moisture gets out. Now we're gonna go over here. We got the legs, we got everything right here. We'll go ahead and get this cavity taken care of. But we're gonna sew all the skin up, pull it all together. And what we're gonna do is sew everything up like this so we can make a boat. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we will want to go ahead and spice the turkey. Now, a lot of people, what they do is they over spice everything. It's going to be a simple little spice. So let me show you what we're using. Okay, one of the first things we're going to use is Tony's. The next we're going to do is a butter, and we're going to actually add the Tony's in the butter injection. And then we're going to use Mrs. Dash Southwest Chipotle seasoning. This Chipotle flavor in turkey or chicken is absolutely amazing. Now the best thing we're going to use is some paper towels, because you want to go ahead and get all the moisture out of it, inside out. We're going to turn it over and get a lot of this moisture off. That's all you're going to do is just take a little bit of moisture. Now we're going to start here on the back side a little bit. How do you get your spices to stick? It's very simple. You use olive oil. Olive oil makes this thing work extremely well. And what you want to do is just coat it really good. I'm talking about some people put a little bit on. No, I coat the turkey extremely well. And what you want to do is rub it in really good. We'll go ahead and get all the spice on it. Make sure you get the back side. This is a little bit bigger turkey than I wanted, but hey, go ahead and get all this on, inside and everywhere. Lots of olive oil on chicken, turkey, anything like that is absolutely amazing because it gives it a really good crust on it. We'll do it again with a little bit more olive oil later. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our spices on. The first spice we're going to do is a little bit of Tony's here. We're going to use some Tony's. And what you want to do is just lightly sprinkle over. And we're just going to keep sprinkling a little bit of Tony's everywhere. We're going to get inside the cavity. Tony's makes everything better. But what it's doing is that olive oil is actually making everything stick really good. All this underneath. And you ain't got to do too much Tony, because we're not doing like a rub. We're just spicing it. Now we're going to take Mrs. Dash Southwestern Chipotle seasoning. We're going to put a lot inside the turkey here. Just a lot of it in here. And there's going to be a special reason why we do that. Now we're going to put the Southwest Chipotle seasoning on. We're going to go ahead and turn it over. Get all underneath here. All over everything. This stuff is amazing. It's a little Southwestern flavor to it. Just absolutely makes it delicious. It's going to be a little messy, but it's good stuff. Beautiful spice color on there. Now that we have it spiced, we're going to go ahead and do the injection. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up really good. This is Injection Cajun Creole butter. But we're going to even add a little bit more to it because that's already got some spice to it. Go ahead and fill that bowl up. But then we're going to take and even spice it up a little bit more by adding some Tony's to it. A little bit more Tony's. Get the salt impregnated down into it. We'll take this giant spoon that I have. We'll just mix that up really nice. Get that really nice dark color into it. And as you see, the seasonings are getting in there really, really nice. And then that's what we're going to inject the turkey with. So now we're just going to get the injector. Now where you want to start at is you want to start with the breast at the front. Inject till it plumps up. Back up about an inch or two. Inject some more. Back up, inject some more. Back up, inject some more. Because some people inject just a load in one shot. No, you don't want to do that. You want to inject little shots at a time in little areas. Is what I like to do. Okay, we're going to start back here at the breast again. At the front, inject. Back up an inch, inject. So now what you also want to do is make sure you get the legs real good, your wings and everything else. And we'll continue on around here and keep injected. Next thing we're going to do, we're actually going to sew this bird up using this twine, because I got a secret I'm going to show you. So you see where this flap is? We want to seal this off just like this so that no steam can get out of it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to poke a hole about right here in the skin. We're going to stay in the skin, poke a hole right here and poke a hole right here. And what we're going to do is put this twine through it, and we're going to start sewing this bird up. So we just poke it through right here, get it out, and we're going to go ahead and sew the first part up. Just like that. We want to make a seal on it. Really nice. Get that all nice and sealed. Okay, so what we're doing is we're sewing it up. I had to go make a needle. I didn't have my needle with me, so just get a piece of wire and just fold it over. It works really well. So we'll just keep sewing it up, and we'll go from there. There we go. Now we got this nice and sewed up. There's none of the juices and stuff going to come out. We're going to go ahead and do the other side here in just a second, and then we'll show you the next step. Okay, so I'm sewing it up a little bit. Now the next step is very important, that you need to go ahead and put it on the grill so you don't lose all your juice. This is the secret ingredient: apple juice inside your turkey. And if you're sewing everything up right, it should be okay. Just keep pouring it in there till it pours out. Just get a little bit, pick it up a little bit, and keep pouring it, and then we'll sew that up so the apple juice don't come out. So we're using this Traeger grill. We're about to go ahead and get everything prepped, ready to go, and turn it on. We've been smoking for about an hour, and so what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and tie the legs up, because all we're going to do is smoke it. Just get a smoke on it. That's all we've been doing. What we're going to do is we're going to tie up the leg here. Now we got it tied up. We're going to add a little bit more juice to it. Just a little bit of apple juice on top. Let that sear off a little bit. Juice it up real good. Probably add a little bit more apple juice into the cavity if I can find a spot to do it at. we go. Now we'll put it on at 275 for 3 hours. All right, let's check the temperature here, see what we got. She's looking beautiful. I did turn the bird around, see what we got going on here. Okay, now that's about the right temperature for the next step I'm gonna do. You probably hadn't seen before. Go on. The temperature we need to get to is 165. I like 145 degrees, and then cover it like you do ribs. And that'll even make it juicier because I got the color I want on it now. Now we're going to transfer it to the pan. It's already getting juicy. And for the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to have it covered until it hits 165 degrees. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add some apple juice back to the bottom of it. Just enough to keep some more moisture in it for a steam bath. And now we're going to cover it with some tin foil. All right, now we're just gonna put it back on for about 30 more minutes, let it steam out, and it should get to the right temperature, and we'll check it in just a minute. Okay, it looks like we hit a temperature of 165 degrees. Let's double check that real quick. That's one side of the breast. Let's try another side real quick. Just, ooh, that's tender. It just slid right in. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and try to unwrap it a little bit right here just to see what she looks like. Now let's look at this juicy bird. It's going to come out extremely juicy now. That's what she looks like when you tin foil over it. Get a nice brown crust. There it is. So let's go ahead and take it off and bring her inside. Okay, so now we got the turkey out. I'm just gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes because you want to let the moisture come right back into the turkey. So it's gonna sit here about 30 minutes and then we'll carve her up. So we're gonna go ahead and undo the turkey and see what she looks like. This has been sitting for about 15 minutes or so, really like about 20 or 30 minutes. And that way all the juices will come back into it. Whoa, isn't that beautiful? Now, when you do the deal, this gets real tender, not hard. So let's take a look and see what we got for. Oh, look at the juices coming out of that. We'll go ahead and make the first cut right here. Oh, it's falling apart already. Look, I want you to look down inside and see all the juices that this thing has in it. Yeah, that's beautiful. So we'll go ahead and carve up the turkey. Oh, see, it fell apart right there. Look at that. That's just absolutely just falling with juices there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look how much juice is coming out of that. Look at that juice right there. We're gonna go ahead and carve it up and pass out and see how everybody likes it. Go ahead and take the leg off. I'm gonna cut the, oh, don't need to cut the leg, it's just coming apart. Look how tender that is. That is a juicy turkey. Mama, how's the turkey?
Hey, pretty good.
Well, everybody that's Pro Am Outdoors, I got to get me a plate. We'll see you next time here on Pro Am Outdoors.